I ain't been in here. Shit, it might have been about a year. It feel good to be doing normal things again. This is my place where I like to come, and it's a release. It feels good. I love coming to the studio. It's gonna be a hard session. Obviously, with my voice, my stamina is not there. My wind is low, so we're gonna work through it. I'm gonna get it done, man. I got a lot, just talk about the situation that went, that took place. This is probably, it's not probably, it is the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life. It's important to stay positive. I want to motivate people who might be going through the same thing. Be a reason. Yeah. Gotta be a reason. Yeah. Waking up in cold sweats. Devil told me gon' rest. God told me gon' breathe. Bring it back. Just keep going through it. All right. Okay. Start it over so we can do it again. My bad. You ain't gotta start it all the way over. Wake, be a reason. Yeah. Waking up in cold sweats. Devil tell me gon' rest. God tell me gon' breathe. Praying on my hands and knees. Whole world fell apart. Bullets almost hit my heart. Doctor said I wouldn't make it. Daughter's heart, I couldn't break it. Nurses saying hold on. City saying stay strong.
My name is Tiffany. I am Frank's girlfriend, Bonnie Tank's girlfriend. How this situation affected me, it's funny getting that question because this whole situation was traumatic just for so many different reasons. And like when you experience trauma, how the mind subconsciously just suppresses certain memories and emotions. So I'm having to really think back and pull a lot of stuff out right now. But I would say overall, this experience has just made me grateful. Just grateful and very appreciative of just life, things, and people that we may have taken for granted, before all this has happened. I will say I'm more in tune and in touch spiritually and with God now, just seeing how he's pulled Frank through this ordeal, because Frank wouldn't be here today without God and his power. I feel like as far as the dynamic between Frank and I, and even Zion, like it's brought us all a lot closer. It's brought his family a lot closer. The bond with him and his mom, they've gotten a lot closer. So even though this was a traumatic experience, there has been a lot of good that has come out of it. So yeah, you gotta, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, man. So that's what we doing.
In my mind, that's your first shit coming off of ever being back on the mic. Mm-hmm. And for me, I could hear it's like a progression. Like the first words out all that shit was difficult. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You feeling it. And then it kind of break where you like, all right, let's start this shit over again.
Yeah.
Even that second verse, the tone of his voice was different.
Yeah. It get better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked him to hold, just to hold it. So
I got you.
Y'all work y'all magic. Just from what I was hearing, like
progression.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's the whole thing you've been,
My name is Zion, and Bounty Tank is my dad, of course. And to me, he's just strong, talented, wise, and a pure heart. And I will say that this journey has been a process, but it helped me and my family grow and just helped us connect and helped us get closer. It was hard at first, like just keeping track of, you know, just my schoolwork and just my life. But overall, I will say that I wouldn't take this back, like the situation back. I wouldn't wish that this would go back, because this has really helped me grow mentally and just as a, you know, a better person.
BTS, man. I'm tired, but I gotta put that content out for my people. We working, y'all. KDU for life. No matter what happened, don't mess with the church's money. We'll be back.
Myron Jackson, I'm a Bounty Tank's brother. Just to go through the night, I got the phone call from Drico. Wife and I sleep, knocked out. I believe it was like 9 or 10 or something. It couldn't have been 10, it was about 8 or 9. Drico called me like, hey, Tank been shot. It just sent my wife and I back into a spiral. We lost our son on 8/6/23 of the year before he was shot. So here we are, once again, getting this phone call about somebody we love has been shot. We scramble, throw our clothes on, fly down to Akron as soon as we can. From the time we hit the door in the emergency room, the people at SUMA were fantastic. They were fantastic. Officer walked us upstairs to the intensive care. They come rolling my brother in. The doctor tells me, thankful to the paramedics and the firefighters at Akron for all they did for him. He lost a whole lot of blood. It was surprised he made it. From that point on at SUMA, intensive care unit, we had Danny, Maddie, and I can't recall the other nurse's name off the top of my head, but they were like 3 guardian angels. But everybody at SUMA was fantastic. You get there that night, the difference between the two nights for us was my son we didn't get a chance to talk to. So when they rolled my brother into the intensive care room, in my mind I'm delusional. I see him breathing. Well, not breathing, but I see they got him, he alive, as much as alive he can be. They had to get my okay to give him some meds. And I'm so delusional because I'm thinking, he's alive, we let him rest, come back on Monday or Sunday, this is Friday, and he'll be all right. That's lying to myself because I didn't experience this before. Wasn't able to contact moms, she was at work. Wasn't able to contact my niece, wasn't able to contact auntie. They were out of town on the plane at the time all this is going down. So finally, get in contact with everybody. Mom get to the hospital the next day like, I'm not leaving. I don't think she left hardly sleep for at least about 2 months, a month or however long. So finally, after they let us know, we weren't out the woods. Took probably I want to say a month or you know, all that time running together, but it was probably another month before they could tell us that we were out of the woods, saying that due to all the surgeries he had, the damage this damn bullet did, that they felt that he would be okay, that he would be able to survive, but with some complications due to the surgeries. For me, for Sis Trace, we was on some scorched earth shit. My mind, how could this person who's guns under disability or whatever shoot my brother? The attorney, district attorney, whoever it was that the prosecutor, excuse me, talking about it was the castle law and all that shit when this person ain't supposed to have a gun. To me, this shit was a setup, but thankfully, my brother didn't want to deal with any of that. I'm thinking when this dude get right, I appreciate the police for doing their job. I appreciate everybody for doing their job, but we got some business to address. But thankful for him. The most thing that I've always told him I was proud about him with, you know, this bounty tank shit is cool, but I was always great that he always tried to treat people well. That was the thing I'm most proud of. No matter where he was in his life, no matter who it was, he would always try to be respectful for people. And I think that's what bothered me most about this person shooting my brother, because there was no need for that. He knew who that was. He knew his voice. Shit was a setup to me. But with that being said, he didn't want to bother with that. He said whatever legal thing that they do, we'll leave that there. We're gonna concentrate on him getting well. As a family, we set up shifts. Tiff, Auntie, Trace, Moms, even Z, when she could. Somebody was there with him from October, the 10th or the 11th, whatever day it transitioned to the next day, until, I don't know, if it's just February, whenever he just went home, somebody been with him every damn near hour of the day from that point on. It's really difficult when you deal with the trauma of losing somebody that you look forward to seeing them grow old. To kind of have that on my plate twice has been extremely difficult. Just been extremely difficult to go through the loss of my child, and then I'm sitting here with my brother, and you know, we possibly could be losing him. My niece, you know, not have a father. Mom's miss her son, and we all miss, you know, as collectively as a community, we miss a good person who tried to do well by people. Tough time, down to Akron every day for an hour or two. I pick my niece up from school, take her to, you know, we all collectively just joined in as a family to do our best to make sure Bounty Tank Frank was gonna be taken care of.
One shot, two shots, might as well make it three. Let's have a toast, the moment's only.
First session back, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this was real tough for me. Every word was me pushing it out. My wind is off. I'm tired. I'm tired. It didn't warm me out, but it felt good. This was therapeutic for me. No matter how tough it was to push it out, this was super therapeutic. I felt good. My spirit felt good. Just boosted up my morale. Just being back in this environment. This is where I can release and speak. So it's my first session back. It won't be the last. I'm working on a new album. So y'all stay tuned, man. The content coming. We're gonna do a whole little documentary on my recovery, rehabbing, me getting back to what I used to be. And we're gonna get back, baby. KDU, Kickdo University for life, y'all. Love y'all, love all my fans. Thank you to everybody that gave me support, sent letters in, sent gifts. I read every letter. I wanna give a special shout out to SUMA, the nursing staff, the doctor staff were wonderful. They kept me alive and they treated me like I was their own family member. So big shout out to SUMA Health. And look out, guys. We coming back better than we left. Love y'all.